5 women to declare R&B singer R. Kelly guilty on all the charges he was facing in a federal courtroom in Brooklyn. 54-year-old Robert Sylvester Kelly faced racketeering and sex trafficking charges 13 years after being acquitted of child pornography charges here in Cook County, where further charges await him. Joining us now with more are Scheherazade Tillett, co-founder and executive director of A Long Walk Home, an organization that aims to empower young people to end violence against girls and women. Tillett was also a consultant for the Lifetime documentary Surviving R. Kelly. And Jim DeRogatis, co-host of the radio show Sound Opinions and author of the book Soulless, The Case Against R. Kelly. DeRogatis was the first to report many of the Kelly allegations in the Chicago Sun-Times. Welcome to both of you, or welcome back, I should say, to Chicago tonight. I want to get both of your reactions to this news. Jim DeRogatis, let's start with you, please. What's your reaction to this verdict?
Brandis, I think it was historic on 2 levels. Number one, we have never had a bigger, more dangerous predator in the history of popular music. It is now fact and proven and convicted. Number 2, this was the first significant prosecution of a predator that focused almost exclusively on Black women. We've had the Me Too movement see several powerful men come down. Their victims were often famous white actresses. These were Black girls dating back to the first 15-year-old high school volleyball player and choir member in 1991. 30 years. It's historic.
So, Scheherazade Tillett, your reaction?
Yes, I'm just really excited to be in conversation with Jim because he's been working on the grounds of this case for so long. The verdict for me was bittersweet, really because it has been so long in the making. And I really think about what justice has looked like, or what justice should look like. And this is one part of it, but really what we need to examine is why so long? Why this wait for Black women and girls? And how many systems have really failed these girls and women and sexual assault survivors? All of these systems, whether it's the criminal justice system, or whether it's the school systems, or whether it's the media or the music industry, need to really examine how they have failed Black women and girls in this moment and how they've failed sexual assault survivors and need to reform them.
Jim, you followed up with one of the families, John Jalen and Tim Savage, who believed that their daughter was abused by Kelly. What was their reaction?
They were glad that he was finally brought to justice, and yet their daughter began living with Kelly in this abusive, crazy, cult-like situation in 2019, and she still is not home, has not communicated with them in 2009, I'm sorry, in 5 years. The victims that I've spoken to, the Savages missing her, Lizette Martinez, and the others, some of who don't share their names publicly, have all said the same thing. It's satisfying to see him face repercussions, but this is too little too late for them personally.
And Jacqueline M. Kasula, she's the acting United States Attorney for the Eastern District of New York. Yesterday, she spoke about survivors when announcing that verdict.
This conviction would not have been possible without the bravery and resilience of R. Kelly's victims. I applaud their courage in revealing in open court the painful, intimate, and horrific details of their lives with him.
Scheherazade, what do you hope survivors can gain from this?
This work is really deeply personal. I work with Black girls and women at the Center and Sexual Assault Survivors, and I could only hope that they feel like their stories will be believed and that they will find some healing.
Jim, you've been reporting on this for decades. What does it say? What do you think it says about the system that it took this long for charges against Kelly to stick?
Brandis, I can only amplify what the 48 women who've been victimized by this man, who I've talked to in my reporting, say. Universally, we don't matter. We're Black girls. Nobody has cared. about black girls. I think that that's at the core of this. I think Chicago has a reckoning coming. You know, as Scheherazade said, the schools, the churches, the courts failed. You know, and the heart of this second federal case in the Northern District of Illinois is how justice was corrupted in 2008 through bribery and witness intimidation. And, you know, Judge Vincent Gawne, I wonder how he felt yesterday when he heard that verdict. 30 years laid out methodically in a 6-week case by the prosecution, and he allowed no additional evidence to be brought in 2008. He has a lot of victims on his head when this should have stopped in 2008. It should have stopped with Aaliyah in 1994.
And I know you have some more questions about that case in particular, and I'm sure we'll keep an eye on those future court cases as they're happening. But Scheherazade, you know, how can we better protect black women and girls against this kind of violence?
I think it's really important, particularly that this case next comes to Chicago and Illinois, that we examine how will we stand up for black girls? How will we believe black girls? How will we say that when black girls go missing, that they deserve attention, that we need to find them and crusade around them? This should be a call for an action to everyone, because everyone has allowed this system to fail these victims.
Okay, that's where we'll have to leave it. Thanks to the both of you for joining us on this case, Scheherazade and Jim DeRogatis.
Peace community, peace community. Welcome to the community. If you're new, welcome. If you're a part of the community, you already know how we do it. Welcome back, man. Man or woman. I just don't want to say it like that. I'm from New York City, so I just speak a certain way sometimes. You already know the vibe though. You know, R. Kelly verdict in. Chicagoans are speaking out. They're reacting to the situation. You know, best to get it from some people from Chicago. You know, a lot of the initial cases started from in Chicago. We know that Aaliyah in 1994, we know Aaliyah was the first victim that we know about personally. It was Aaliyah. So anybody thinking that he's guilty of something else, I mean, if he's innocent of something else, just know that he was guilty of Aaliyah. Do we agree on that? That he was guilty of Aaliyah and he should, and they dropped the ball on this thing. This thing was way too late even on that. And Aaliyah died and didn't get that justice. As long as we can understand that. I am going to be going into more breakdowns of different people from Chicago and their take on it. You know what I mean? Because him being an iconic figure from their city, you know, this is like damning news. You know what I'm saying? And then the trial, the verdict, the conviction, the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing. So, you know, I look forward to speaking to a couple of people from Chicago to get their takes on how they feel about it, you know. But we do know that there were 48 women involved in this situation. We know that there are 2 other states that are waiting to try R. Kelly. So those are more situations that's going on. But we know that there were 48 women. And, you know, as far as the women expressing their feelings about, do they feel vindicated? Do they feel that justice? Because you would think that this would make them feel some sort of a justice. You know, I don't know if all, but I know some, because there is still a victim. They said there's still one remaining victim that's kind of like the family is describing it as brainwashed. Like she may be siding with Kelly and maybe putting herself through a lot of trauma based on the conviction that he just, you know what I mean, got. So on all charges. So, but we do know that the 4 women was expressing that, you know, universally black women do not matter. This is what the women are saying. Do you feel the same way? Be it if you're a black woman, do you feel the same way? You could be white and express how you feel from seeing things and understanding. But I do want my sisters, my black sisters, you know, and my kings, you know what I'm saying, to speak up on situations. But remember, we all are one community. So some people can see things from an outside opinion. They may not be black, but they might say, you know, seeing from the outside of a couple of situations that I've been in or I've seen this that way. So just just because a person is not of a certain, gender or certain race or creed, that doesn't mean that a person can't identify with a person in a situation. So we do know that they expressed that the 48 women, or at least some of them do feel that universally Black women do not matter. And I would like to know how you feel about that. And I will be doing a segment on that. So I'm going to highlight that in my pad. I will highlight that. But, in some cases, many people are talking about another situation. We see the missing, we see missing people all the time. We see one that's being very, very highly publicized, and the suspect is being sought out and sought after. Very, very high publicized case. But, I was alerted and brought to knowing by Taz Exclusives. Shout out to Taz Exclusives and shout out to Ron 314 because he's the one that alerted Taz Exclusive on the particular situation that's happening in St. Louis because he's from St. Louis. He being Ron, RON 314, he is the guy that is from actual St. Louis, I believe, because I was talking with Taz Exclusives, and Taz Exclusives is the one that put me onto it. And I said, damn, I'm going to shed some light on the situation as well. But I'm going to go into displaying Ron 314's view here so that you can see it here, and then everybody can subscribe to his channel so that you can be further updated because he has a lot of episodes. He has part ones and part twos and it's different things. So I'm going to go into the part one, and then you'll have to see part two, part three, and part everything else from Ron 314 unless there's something that we can go into, and I'll try to have Ron on so that we can shed light on all of the missing sisters that's going on, that's out in St. Louis. But what Taz said to me was crazy, which made me again gonna do my more research and more diligence, is that they saying like all of them, like the women is sex workers. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because like the women are Black, they got to be sex workers. You know what I'm saying? That's something.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
It's a lot of missing people. There's a highly publicized case going on right now. I don't see that person being publicized as a sex worker. Okay? Why is that? These people are victims. Why does those other things matter? These people are victims. Why does those other things matter? It is about the victim. It is about the victims and the victims' families. You see what I'm saying? So we got to see how we covering news. It's like we trying to help a situation and help some people to discover their family members that's missing. But then how we're covering it, we're saying things that's you know what I mean? Sometimes disgusting, borderline, sometimes very insensitive. You know what I'm saying? Very disingenuous, because it's coming across like you're trying to help somebody, but then the things you saying kind of take away from the actual help. So we have to understand that there are victims in situations. We have to understand that there are victims of the victims of situations, because the people that was victimized have families who are also living and reliving also the same traumas. You know what I mean? So anybody that was a victim of abuse in any way, our hearts go out to you, and we advise and suggest actually that you do kind of seek help or someone that you can trust to confide in. Sometimes lifting your voice is the only help that you need to do, is to lift your voice. And sometimes it's very hard. So we do commend you. You know what I'm saying? If you're thinking about moving towards lifting your voice and out in something that's someone that's been doing something to you, you know what I'm saying? We commend you. If you have got out of a situation and have lifted your voice, we commend you too as well. But we can't throw away the person that's still on a journey to get into where you're at. We have to also slow down and wait for the person that's coming too. So everybody's moving forward in the right way. Us bringing awareness to situations such as this, R. Kelly, such as the Dr. York, such as Brother Polite. You know, you see, I've been trained and focused on certain things that I'm on. It's many other topics that's swirling around the internet that I can be covering if I want to get views and subscribers. Like, it's okay if 5, 10 people, it's okay. I have over 1,000 subscribers in here already. Okay, so it's okay if 3 or 5 people in here. I know if I put certain titles, it's going to make people come, but it's not about that. Right now, it's about further context to situations. It's about bringing awareness for our children, our men, our women, for everybody. It's about us taking accountability. It's about us taking the onus and the ownership of our own actions and a lot of things like that. It's about us, you know, not living vicariously through other people's knowledge and talents, and discovering our own knowledge and talents, and doing our understanding and doing our research of ourselves, and not living vicariously vicariously through someone else. That's how we're getting caught up into these situations like Brother Polites and people like that, because we're looking for leaders and stuff like that when we all have a power in us to be leaders. Or we need to get around things and people and situations that are different and more conducive for us. But we have to understand that it's not going to be one specific leader of us. Maybe we all got to get together and lead our nation. We all got to get together and lead our people. We all got to get together and police our community. We all got to get together and police our neighborhood, meaning that we all got to be on, we got Citizens app. We all need to be downloading that offenders list. We all need to be communicating, say, yo, you check that list today? Okay, somebody else moved in our neighborhood. Oh, yo, girl, God, yo, homie, yo, they moved in your building. What? My daughter in there? Yo, you bugging. Let me, knock. Hey, welcome, but not welcome. Yeah, because you got to understand that we understand where you are. We got to be alerting people. If you've been charged with certain things, we got to be putting up little flyers in our stores, you know what I'm saying, on poles in our neighborhood, not just poles for the walking dog and for the dog that's missing and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And just the rental thing that we be seeing, the little tabs that be on the poles on the corner, on the street lights, on the little poles. We got the little tab for like a rental thing or like a yard sale. Nah, we need to also be putting things like that. People that's from that person supposed to be going through the neighborhood, taking that thing down. Because no real smart person or no person that's really conscious is going to take something down when they say, listen, this person is been convicted of this and this and that. And if you see that, just make sure you're looking out for this person regardless. If they say that this person's rehabilitated or not, because sometimes a person, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because pedophilia and all those things are sick things. I have to go more deep into history to understand if people could come back from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you really change your mindset? Do it ever go away? You know what I mean? Because these things are like sicknesses and disease of your mind. It's a perverseness of your mind, a perversity of your mind. So, it's a lot, but I just congratulate everybody and I salute everybody that's been lifting their voices on situation. I salute to all the victims, the people that's been abused, that have been in my chats ever since we've been covering a lot of these stories. It's very hard to cover and it's traumatizing me to cover it and to hear some of y'all stories. And my son was also abused by his own parent, his mom. So I understand and my heart goes out with everybody. Trust me, I do. I appreciate all y'all love and all of y'all support. I appreciate everything that y'all do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to just support y'all and help y'all lift y'all voice. If there's a story that you want to talk about, if you want to come up and tell your story, you can. I have a podcast here called Will Not Be Silenced. You could come on and speak up and not be silenced. CommunityLiving@gmail.com. Again, community spelled the same way, living@gmail.com. We got to remember how our community living, because even if we close our door and our window, when we go out, what's happening in our community will sometimes affect us. So we have to keep in mind how our community is living as a whole. It takes a village to raise a child, but it takes that same village to raise any one of us. So we have to know that we have to raise our community. Let's be more vocal about situation. Let's be more vocal about things local or global. Let's be more vocal about situations. Us being silent we've been beaten down in the silence. It is a residual effect of slavery. Came from slavery, us being beaten down and different things like that. And there's social and spiritual constructs that's at play that sometimes desensitizes you and makes you sometimes softer and not to react, and for us to wait for certain concepts. If you believe in messiahs, if you believe in Jesus, if you believe in Martin, if you believe in Malcolm, if you believe in Mother Teresa, if you believe in Diana, if you believe in anybody else that came to do philanthropic, anybody that came to do philanthropic work or like give they self or anything like that, then you know that any one of those people did selfless acts so that they left a blueprint for us to do the same kinds of things. But we as people, we tend to romanticize the messenger. We tend to get caught up on the messenger and we miss the message. We overshoot the message. The message is for us to start bringing this light into us and us regurgitating that light, us becoming that same light and emitting that same kind of light or even brighter, and taking a blueprint and turning it into your own color and make your own color. Take the blueprint and turn it to a red print. Take the blueprint, turn it to a pink print. Turn it to whatever you want. But there are constructs and things that out here that did work for our people. And we need to build on things that actually work. That's why I don't feel like debate helps us enough. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that it sparks everybody's mind. So shout out to the Argument League. Shout out to Suave. BOS, Suave Boss. And shout out to Taz Exclusive for the work that they're doing over there with the Argument League. But here on the community, I'm about dialogue and I'm about solution-based building. I'm not argumentative, because I really do want to learn. I know a lot of stuff, but that doesn't mean I can't learn more. So it's about that. So I look forward to even having many of you up, like I have many of y'all up already on the panel, on the platform. Many of you don't even have YouTube channels, and y'all came and y'all all over the channel talking and doing all types of things. So I salute y'all. So I look forward to having more of that of y'all. Y'all getting creative, ingenuitive, thinking of podcasts that we could do here that could help the people. You come on, start teaching. If you want to do a show, come on. CommunityLiving@gmail. Start coming on and teaching. And I'm going to be going, having each person. I'm going to go get Suave. I'm going to go get Taz and other people, Domo and different people from the league, from the league to come and talk. And, ask them about, maybe YouTube, how they feel about it, this and that, maybe what they feel like they're trying to get across, what kind of messages they're trying to get across, period. Because I don't want to debate. I just want to know what we need to do. And I just want to help lift our people, our men, our women, and our child. That's the original Trinity, the original Holy Trinity, way before man, woman, way before Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. It was man, woman, and child. And it's about that. This is the physical Trinity. This is life. This is God in the physical. Us right here is God in the physical when we come together and we form this face of the Most High with everything else. You see what I'm saying? So we got to believe in everything. We got to believe in ourselves. Let's do our history. Let's go back through all of the continents and discover our history. Know that we are indigenous to this whole world, not just a part of it. Know that any part of this whole world we can claim as our own, not just Africa. So we must know that, which is known as Al-Kebulon in the back in the ancients. So we know that in Egypt being Kemet, and Kemet meaning a black land, a black soil. And that's why I named this one community, because I want to build a black land, a black soil here on the internet where we can be positive. If you go through all my streams, I'm always positive. If people coming to say things, I could have been said things about people such as a Sonetta, such as a Hassan Campbell. Hassan Ben said he gonna rock my snot box, which he can't. I'm in the city. I live uptown too. So any day I'll go up there to Bronx River, but it's not about him. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to go out there and I'm going to interview people from his building and from his neighborhood, the same people, because I'm from the city. So you can miss me with that, but I don't have to clout chase and run and make thumbnails and put you on stories, which that could get views and give me some notoriety, but I don't want that notoriety. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you the publicity that you actually want. I'm going to give it to you. You don't worry about that. So when Sanetta's coming over here talking about he's disappointed because we're talking about situations when we never attacked no black man, woman, or child here. We're talking about pedophiles and people that's confirmed in all type of situations. And we're talking about situations that's out here within the community. So what gives y'all the right to talk about the things in the community, but nobody else can? What gives y'all the right? What make y'all the king of the community? What make y'all to make that the king of the conversation of what happens in the community? No, it doesn't happen like that. That's called bias, and I will not be biased. I'm on the side of my people, but beyond that, I'm on the side of right, and right got its own color. And sometimes my people is not that color. Sometimes white people is not that color. They're not right, period. I don't care what. Sometimes white people is being bad to white people. Are they the same color as you? I don't know, because you on the color of right, and they not on the same color as you. So sometimes we understand that. But sometimes our own people that's doing the dirt to us and doing the shit to us too, covering over on some black power. No. It's about who's right and who's on the side of right. That's what we're doing. What's natural, what's unnatural, what's organic, what's inorganic, and the lies and the deceit and all those things is inorganic. That's how come sometimes you can see it in people and they can't hide it because it's inorganic. So keep continuing to lift your voices, queens and kings. Keep continuing to lift your voices, queens and kings, kings and queens, and to the children, because we got to keep inspiring them with our actions. Us lifting our voices is going to inspire them to keep lifting their voices. Our concern, it shows them something, but our influence is actually what we do in our own life influences our children more than anything. Just like they say, kids learn from kids. They learn from our actions and the things that we actually do every day, not just the things that we say. So we have to always keep that into considerations. You already know the vibe. I appreciate y'all. What else could I say? I appreciate y'all all the time. You know that it's one love, one voice, one community. Let us use our minds. Let us know that we all have commonalities. We all have things that we can agree upon. Let's forget about the things that separate us. Let's talk about the things, the common goals, the commonalities, the war that's happening outside of that window, outside of our streets, in our neighborhoods, and global, be it local or global. Let's think about that. Let's talk about that. You already know. I'm going to get into this record, though. Me featuring Destiny Mariah. Shout out to Destiny Mariah, lovely, talented artist. You already know you could get this music on Uda Block on YouTube. You already know you could call me Uda, OOTA, Uda. You could call me Community Chem. People call me different things. I appreciate y'all. long as you call me. Appreciate y'all. You already know. So this is Real One. I songwrite. I do music. I don't want to say that all the time, but throughout my whole first 1,000 streams, I really never told people about my music. But this is what I do. I'm a songwriter for people in the industry. My new album contains people from the industry as well. So it's going to be dope. You know what I mean? It's dope. Some of y'all artists you're going to love. This is what it's about. So I write multiple genres of music. This song is like me writing, R&B, like an R&B pop kind of a record. I got Destiny singing it. I arranged it. I'm rapping. This is called Real Ones, man. Shout out to all of y'all for being real ones. I appreciate y'all, man. One for the one community, one for y'all being real ones. I appreciate y'all. I'm not taking that from Kev. That is what I'm talking about. This really is one community, and we really dropping these ones for real situations, man. So shout out to all of y'all for being real ones, because it's hard to be a real one. The whole world trying to turn you fake and be like them, but you still maintaining and you being a real one. Remember, OOTA Block, OOTABLOKK is where you find the music. I bring up a graphic so you can see. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to Destiny Mariah. I love y'all. I'm going to be having her on the podcast soon. Check her out on BET. Check her out on BET. And you were my man. I'll give you subscribe right there. OOTA Block on YouTube. OOTABLOKK. Check out Destiny Mariah at the same damn time on all social media platforms.
And she ain't worried about all the girls around, cause she's so used to being queen, she let them wear the crown. She got my back, she hold it down, right by my side, never slow me down, always pick me up whenever they throw me down. Been through the lies, got her crying now, she still believe me, and I'm lying now.
Oh, son, Yemi.
Inside, she ain't holding around.
Angelica Diallo.
Name all through the town. Every day I love you more, I had to tell you now, and then I'll prove it to you.
Herprana.com, HERPRANA.com.
If you ever had a real one, hands up if you're a real one. This one goes out to my real ones, real ones.
Shout out to Jack the Voice for being a real one. Angelica Diallo, Oh Son Yemi, and Miss Embassy for being real ones. Shout out to y'all.
Real one, this one goes out to my...
Make sure you subscribing to those channels that I just brought up.
She been through, her family hating,
the women calling, and she's still waiting. Thinking of marriage, but she don't want to chase it. She ready when you ready. A true test of her patience. Love that you show can't replace it. My Trinity in this matrix. You just a regular. Nothing about you is basic. I be out late. Plus the missed calls. You ain't eat right and can't sleep at all. The scary thing is you won't beef at all. You got this feeling in your stomach. You can't keep it off.
I guess it's women's intuition. I know it's late night and I've been missing. But listen, baby, I'ma make an
honest woman out you.
I'ma get that
wedding ring.
I'ma show you
better things.
No talk, just show, no let them in.
We got haters from the door, you can let them in. My sweetheart, like I gave you my letterman. Hope you get with this letterman. You're a real one, shout out. Baby. You a real one. IG_Herprana, HERPRANA. Check out herprana.com. What have you been washing your ass with? What has you been washing your ass with? Go wash yourself with some good soaps. Handmade, handcrafted, every bar. Hand cut. Traditional batches, recipes. Come on, don't get the paper cuts on your lips, gentlemen. Take care of your lady, man. Take care of your lady, man. Lather up in that I think it's called lemon butter. I think lemon sugar. Better get lemon butter sugar, because I like lemon. I like butter and I like sugar. I like when my woman smell like that. Ooh. Yeah. Big facts. Herprana.com. Damn, Jack, you just subscribed, bro. You've been rocking me every day. You see what I mean? All of y'all that's listening better subscribe, son. Don't let me put the APBs out on y'all. Come on and subscribe. I love y'all. Shout out to Jack the Voice, man. I'm just teasing. Shout out to all of y'all. Make sure that y'all subscribing. I appreciate all of y'all. I love all of y'all. You already know I can't wait till all of y'all come on the channel, man. This channel's for all of us, man. I'm still waiting for y'all. I'm over here like this. You know how Granny be right there while her foot shaking with the frown face, looking like the I smell ish face. And she's shaking it, and the glass is a little bit low, and the glass is a little bit low and all that. You know the vibe. Don't act like y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. She got the glasses like this, and her foot shaking, and that foot shaking. You already know the vibe. Make sure y'all go into herprana.com. Go and check out herprana.com. I will be showing y'all before I go. Yeah, man, I show every day, man. You know how we do it, man. Nothing but love. We got to show the queen, show the king some love out here, man. That's what it's all about. You know, I have my own brands. I have a couple of brands. You know, I have my own clothing and hat line. I don't even show my own brand as much as I show everyone else's. But it's about that, man. We just see everybody being selfish, man. You know, and I'm trying to just break the chains by not being selfish within myself and admitting that through here. So I'm basically putting myself in the StreamYard, loading myself up and giving y'all me. You know what I mean? So it's really not like how I'm loading on Facebook. I'm just really loading me in each Facebook, YouTube, all of them, just loading me in them slots and giving y'all something realistic. So most definitely make sure that I'm going to bring up something that y'all can see real quick. You already know. Salute to everybody that's rocking with us. Salute to everybody that's rocking with us. You know what I mean? I might need a promotional code. I might need a promo code or something like that. One community, something like that. Let's get something like that going. Angie, where I can have that going, where everybody could go, you know what I mean, put one community or something like that in and get their discount. Let's go about doing something like that. Set that up so I could get that ball rolling. You already know, small batch soaps, handcrafted by family. You see it, make sure, man, because sometimes I'll be doing things y'all don't see it. All type of weirdo shit I be doing. See, make sure. It took mad long to come on. Make sure y'all subscribing and join us daily. Let me zoom it in right here on this. Y'all don't need to see me. But y'all can bring me right here. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Ding, ding. Y'all can see me behind the screen right there. All right. So you already know, like I said, every bar hand mixed, hand poured, and hand cut. You already know Her Prana Soap Laments started as an idea to get back to the tradition of homegrown and home crafted, cruelty-free skincare products. You got to understand, some products are made, but they're not made for our skin. I'm bumped into a queen up in the city, and she makes her own products in her house. And she was like, every one of my products I make, I think that product should be able to put on your hair, and whatever you put in your hair, you should be able to put on my skin, because things that's affecting us, you know what I'm saying? Different things affect us in different ways. So you never know. And these chemicals are getting into our systems. Just because you're putting something on your skin or in your hair, that doesn't mean that it's not getting into your pores and into your system. So you have to think about these things. So you might think about the lemon butter, double butter. You know what I mean? I always put them together. See, it's lemon sugar and double butter. But I was in the streets just now, a year and a half ago, selling double butter. So shout out to me. Let me stop the music. Shout out to me. Shout out to my family. Shout out to the spirit, the ancestor, Most High, for helping me to get out of the streets. So much of my friends, family members never got a chance to make it out. They dead. They in jail right now. It's no joke about that. I'm fucking traumatized by that shit still. And sometimes I still ask myself the question of, why me? Why did I get out? Why me? Why am I getting blessed still? Why am I receiving blessings? Why do I receive successes when so much of my friends are not here? Over 30 of my friends are dead. Like, it's crazy, man. When Lil Uzi Vert made that song, like, that song really hit me hard. Like, I heard the song the other day in passing on the streets, and it just brought me back to the same feeling. But yes, and double butter, man, thank you for, I'm not selling double butter no more. If you out in them streets selling double butter, try to take your money to get you up out of there. Maybe you can start selling some lemon sugar and get away from the double butter. But yeah, double butter, lemon sugar, and they got the lavender cake. That's the prettiest one, though. I like this one. This is the one that I like. You know what I'm saying? I like the lavender. I like the look of that. You know what I mean? I think when a woman see that, she's like, oh, this is nice. You know what I mean? I think she'll put it down, even if she probably don't want to bust it like, damn, this look good. I want to use it. But she might hold it like, let me just save it for a day when I want to use it. Probably smell it, something like that. But look, shout out to these great queens. You need your skin glowing like these queens right here. You see the neck region? Don't play with me. They probably got double butter on the lips. Looking like double butter on the lips too. We ain't gonna play that game. They done put it on the lips probably. They glowing, the skin glowing, the neck region. You know what I mean? The double butter. You know what I mean? We about to make the chapstick too. I think the lips need to be double buttered too, queen. Angie, the lips need to be double buttered, queen. All right? Cool. So shout out to Angelica Diallo. Make sure that you're subscribing to her channel. Angelica Diallo, she is the creator of HerbPrana.com. Make sure you're subscribing to Herb Prana. I'll be back with another one. You know our mantra here. You know our motto here. It is one love, one voice, and one community. Let's unify our voices on our commonalities and stop figuring out and stop worried about everything that separates us. I love y'all all. I appreciate y'all all. Make sure that y'all head over to HerbPrana.com. We're going to go about putting together a promotional code so that y'all can go about using that when you do go to HerbPrana.com. I know Angie, she's a very business savvy queen, and she'll get up on that real quick. And yeah, so put those things together and we put together the back work on stuff. But I think that would be good. That'll give some people some initiative to start. Let's start pushing. Let's start subscribing. Let's start supporting these young businesses, these young black businesses as well, and these young entrepreneurs and these young black entrepreneurs as well. So let's get to our causes. Let's keep lifting our voices. Shout out to all of y'all that's been lifting y'all's voice on the R. Kelly, on the Brother Polite, Brian Pumper, his ass in the jail right now too. Y'all don't even know. Some of y'all don't know. Brian Pumper, you feel me? You don't know what a sexual deviant look like. You feel me? You don't know. It could be a man. It could be a woman. You don't know what it looked like. You think Brian Pumper, he in porn world. Some people was probably jealous of this man. This man got women around him. He having sex, all of that, beautiful women. Sometimes people be mad at stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You think the man got all that, right? He got milk. He got brownies. He got them little candy corns on the table, everything. The man taking cookies. The man taking cookies. The man is taking cookies. It's crazy out here. Come on. The man is in jail for taking cookies, for sexually assaulting. And I'm going to be going into a video on that. I already have the breakdown on the cases, everything. I got a couple of cases. Oh my God. I have to get the breakdown of these two cases. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I have to get y'all the two breakdowns on these two cases. I might have to just do them real quick before I even take the run outside. I might have to give y'all these two cases because I might have just forgot. Better yet, let me take a note to make sure I don't. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait. Because this guy he got sexual. He's on offenders list. And this guy's been getting notoriety in this. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. When you see this shit, it's crazy. All right. Boom. I got him. And I got this one more person I just said. Damn, hold up. Shit, man. I got my short-term memory shot, son. I think that's from smoking weed. What the fuck I was just talking about? Damn. I just had, oh yeah, Brian Pumper. Brian Pumper, y'all. That's how come I forgot, because he ain't nobody. Brian Pumper, you know what I'm saying, who's a definite clout chaser. Definite clout chaser, you know what I'm saying? And you would think, whatever, Brian Pumper, the porno star, the porn guy, the brown-skinned porn guy. You know him, porn guy. Light-skinned guy, he used to act like he in the hip-hop world to have the big fake jewelry on. He's trying to come into the hip-hop world. That's how people kind of know about him, because ain't nobody watching no porno with you. Nigga, the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody watching no porno. You mad lame. Get out of here. You feel me? He's just a cornball. You know what I'm saying? To me, he's just a cornball. That's my own opinion. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody even trying to get out of here. But he was trying to make his scene like in the hip-hop scene, kind of. So this is where people learned him from. See what I'm saying? Niggas ain't watching that, but this is what he was. Like, he was in the hip-hop scene and he was beefing. He was actually told that he was having sex with an artist's girlfriend. That's how people got onto him. That's how I got onto him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was having sex, I think, with an artist or somebody's girlfriend, and it was like a beef or some shit. Some shit. He always did some weird shit. He had an argument with a young kid or some shit one time, and they were supposed to be fighting, and the young kid ran down because he was supposed to be trying to have sex with the young kid girlfriend or some shit like that. I think it was a young guy. I think he was young, though, not like a teenager. I think he was probably like, I don't know if he was like 18 or 21 or something like that. Like, he was fairly young, though. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And he had a thing, and it was like a video that went viral, and I think the kid was trying to fight him or some crazy shit. Like, so that was the kind of shit that I seen him being publicized on, like, TMZ. On TMZ. And it was a case that was going on. But he's in jail. Think, though, he doing porn and shit like that. He could have sex probably and do some porn, right? The man got some milk, all kind of thing on the table. The man is in jail right now for thieving cookies. For stealing woman cookies.
You can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Ladies, watch your cookies.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
It's getting scary out here, ladies. Watch your cookie. People out here trying to take cookies. Okay? We got Battle Truth. He's another person. He's alleged now that he got his supposed daughter, but it comes that it's his stepdaughter, supposedly alleged pregnant. The daughter was, then he's talking to the girl, they having a conversation. When I was dealing with the girl, he said, I was not 13 or 14. It was actually, I was around 16. They talking back and forth about it. Let me jot it, y'all. Battle Truth, hold up. Battle Truth confirms with witness that she was at least 16 only years of age when he was doing whatever he was doing as a grown-ass man. And his reference is this. Listen to this sick shit in sick people minds. His name Battle Truth, y'all. I can show you this guy right fucking now, but I'm gonna make him on a separate stream. I like to put these people together in a separate way too. Okay? He go on, he talking. He like, listen, man, you know, back in the time, 30, so like 25, 30, you know what I'm saying? You know, these young girls, they be coming out here, they be dressing and they be preying on the men. They be kind of preying on the men. First of all, why are you worried about what the young, they come in these little skirts and stuff like that and they preying on the men? Is it you preying on them or it's them preying on you? Why the girl got whatever they got on and they going whatever they going? Why you can't say, listen, man, that's not what I'm on. You could get ahead. Where does that come in at? Tell me. Where do you say that at? So why do you worry about what little children got on and they worried about their skirts and they shit and they be trying to be up on big men and shit like that? Sometimes younger people, we was in school in time, high school and shit like that. Sometimes they wanted to get around a car. They wanted to be looking cool. Sometimes young people do stuff like that to be cool. But it takes the adult to say this shit is not cool. Nah, wait for your parent to pick you up. Nah, go ahead and walk home with your friends. Nah, it's okay. That's why we got to be telling our children. Like, even if you, because sometimes you can start liking your teacher. You think your teacher's cute. You think your teacher's pretty. Okay, that's one thing, but you don't act on that. If your teacher think you pretty or your teacher think you cute and all of that, then you need to be coming to tell somebody, because that's not what a teacher's supposed to be thinking about you. You see what I'm saying? We got to put the onus on the adults. We got to put the onus on the perpetrators and not on the victims, and stop blame shifting and victim blaming and victim shaming. They always turn the minor into a predator, and people cape for the predators. And that's crazy to me. And that's crazy to me. It really is really, really crazy to me. So y'all really need to get y'all ducks in a row with that. Shout out to Daughter of the Sea. Always appreciate you. Brian Pumper, the porno guy, with all the fake jewelry back in the days that they used to promote, because he used to try to come in hip-hop. You know, I'm like big on hip-hop, so he used to act like he like some hip-hop guy. Come with the jewelry and all. I'm like, okay, he got jewelry and all this shit. They came out, they used to get at him all the time. I'm having my hand here just to stop this glare. But you know what I'm saying? They used to get at him all the time. You know what I'm saying? They used to get at him all the time. You know what I mean? So that's how, man, people got onto him, who he is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody watching no porno one. Ain't nobody watching his ass. Get the fuck out of here. He's a combo. But you know what I'm saying? Anyway. You feel me? But that's the thing. He's a porno guy. He in Hollywood. He in California. He in all that. You know what I'm saying? You would think typical whatever you would think, right? It's okay for him. You know what I mean? He could probably get a woman or something. You know what I'm saying? No. The man taking cookies. Battle Truth is the next guy. You can look him up. I'm going to bring a video. Battle Truth. Battle Truth. Battle Truth. He's a guy that I knew about through the battle rap scene. So I didn't know about this guy and follow him because I know battle rap, Battle Truth. No, I followed battle rap years ago, and he was a guy that come on with the gavel, banging this gavel, and he dresses up in the actual judge's costume, and he bangs this gavel. Bang, bang, bang. This is the truth. Bang, bang, bang. And this is why, because people were beefing with him from the battle rap community. So I'm like, who the hell is this guy they keep talking about? Just like a guy named Chris Bias, who was supposedly arrested and convicted and was charged with sexual assault and stuff like that. And now he's still back after going to jail or something like that. He's back in the community making assessments on Battle Truth and on other people that's charged with sexual shit, or other people that's being called out for sexual shit. What gives Chris Bias an option to talk about this. This guy's name is Chris Unbiased. There's so many people. We haven't even cracked the tip of the iceberg with this shit, man. What's up, Gary? Shout out to Gary. Shout out to Daughter of the Sea. Shout out. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Daughter of the Sea, man. But you feel me? Think about it. Shout out to Eric Bond. This shit is real. This shit is real. Brian Pumper, Battle Truth. You know who else? I'm not gonna say that because I'm gonna break that one. As soon as I say that, y'all gonna do a video one time. I already know. Because a lot of people watch Community to get updated. They do. A lot of people do their channels and watch Community. I'm not knocking you off. Do that. So certain thing I might have to just wait till I do it. Because I got a couple of things that I need to do. And I got them all on the list. I was supposed to do it from last night, yesterday. But I ended up, we were streaming. Shout out to the Argument League. I was over there. I was on CCC TV, Trip C's Treehouse. Shout out to Trip C's Treehouse. I was over there a little bit, just moving around on the YouTube streets. But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Brian Pumper, he got multiple charges. He had like a $2,250,000 or $2,250,000 or $202,025,000 ban bill. That's on one charge, I think. I think that's on one. Because I seen a couple of other numbers. So I'm going to do the numbers. I actually have a guy that from California that actually was doing the history on it and is the one that let me to show me about how to even figure it out, look it up, figure all the things out. So I kind of like how he broke it down to how to look up things in the California system. And maybe you could use some of this to look up some things from Brother Polite, or maybe you could use this and some of these things to look up situations in your state or your region. And maybe you could, kind of fine line, go about it, go get the code, figure out how to Google the code, do some things like that. You know what I'm saying? So you can most definitely figure that out. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? R. Kelly verdict got Chicagoans talking. People are coming up talking. I am going to be having some of those videos too as well. Some people from Chicago. Let me jot that. People from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? People from Chicago, right? We knew a couple of things though. Now, like I said though, regardless of the fact he was guilty of Aaliyah, even if you're caping for him and you're capping, he was guilty of Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? We know that to be the truth. Aaliyah died and did not get justice. Regardless of what you say, that is the truth. And we all know that. Yeah. So, Dream Hampton and her documentary is what pushed the wheels and got the wheels rolling on the situation. Yeah. We're not here to bring down black women and men and children, but people that's bringing themselves down and trying to bring us down as a community, we have to step aside from them and let them go ahead and bring themselves down and stop bringing down each other with the person. We got to remember that. We are a community of individuals, but individually we come together to form that same community. So we have to keep both in mind at the same time. So I will be going down into a couple of videos, but I'm going to have an exclusive one that no one's going to really be covering this one. Hopefully I'll just do this real quick in a minute. So y'all get this one too as well, man. Let me know what y'all thinking about these topics. Let me know what y'all thinking about this situation. You know how we do it here in the community. There's content coming up all the time. So I'm getting into a lot of things. If you have something, all of my great people, Angie, Gary, all of y'all that's in the chat, if it's something that y'all want me to come up with, I can't see everything on the internet, email me, Community Living. Yo, bro, get up on that. Yo, get up on this, get up on that. It's going to make my job much more easier, and it's going to make our channel, this is our channel, more diverse. Not just my thought of what I think we should learn. I want all of our thoughts because I do learn from y'all, and I want to learn from y'all, and I want everybody to learn from each other so we could break the chains of everybody just trying to push their own thoughts on everybody. I have not came here and pushed my thoughts on y'all. I never came here and told y'all and pushed my religious belief. What is my religious belief, right? Have I pushed anything to you? See? So we got to look at things like that. Everybody's coming in pushing something to you. I'm not pushing nothing. If I was, I'd have been talking about my music from day one, my album from day one, and I'd have been talking about my brand because I'm here to sell my stuff on my other channels. I'm there to sell my things. I got brands and businesses. So anything you do, you're supposed to connect your brand and your business. It doesn't matter what you're doing. That's a fact of business, right? Period. I'm not doing nothing bad. I'm supposed to do something good. So I'm supposed to attach my brand and business, right? I am an image of my brand. Period. But I didn't do that. I've been highlighting everybody just like herprana.com, HERPRANA.com. Make sure you're going over there and go get yourself a bar of soap, $7 a bar. We're going to put together some kind of promotional code, something that you can put in as well, but don't wait for that. I don't even know if that's possible or tangible, but I think anything's possible or tangible because this is life. So, but just go ahead and show y'all support, man. $7 a bar, man. You know what I'm saying? You smoking on the Zaza and the Gumbo Pack and all of the Loud and the Back Boys and the Backpack Boys. Yeah, spend $7, freshen up your body, spend $7, get your lady smelling like that double butter, get your lady smelling like that lemon sugar, get your lady smelling like that lavender cake. Check out the website and you will see much, much more at this website right here, herbprana.com. Check it out. Double butter, lemon sugar, and lavender cake, which is my favorite one because it sounds like you could eat that one. I like that one. So shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to all my people, all of my great leaders in the chat. You already know the motto. You already know the mantra. It's one love, one voice, one community. Make sure you're going to herbprana.com and subscribing to Angelica Diallo, who is the creator of this brand. You already know the vibe. One community, one